people of YouTube, what it do? Today we're back at it again with another review. This one is a little bit later than usual. Well, yeah, as you guys can see by the title, we're going to be reviewing Port of Miami 2 by Rick Ross. Kind of late on this review, mainly because I didn't know that Rick Ross had came out with another album, which was this was back in December. Oh no, wait, December? What? No, not even. This was like September? Not even. It was like August. This was back in August of last year when it came out, and I was completely unaware of the album coming out. But yeah, so we're here today because I recently listened to it and I thought it was pretty fire, to be honest. I mean, this nigga got some good ass features. This nigga got YFN Lucci, Meek Mill, Summer Walker, Dej Loaf, A Boogie, Wayne, John Legend, Drake. And I mean, the thing about Rick Ross is that this nigga always comes out with it's every other year or every 3-4 years he comes out with really good albums. The last album that he came out with was called Port of Miami. And Port of Miami, what I meant to say was Black Market. Black Market, that came out I think 2-3 years ago. So this came out in 2019. Black Market came out in 2015. So that was 4 years ago. And Black Market was decent. I fucked with Black Market. But the album after that, Rather You Than Me, was garbage. And I mean, I don't know. Personally, I feel like Rick Ross, he comes out with one good album, then he comes out with trash, and then he comes out with fire. And this year he came out with fire. Port of Miami 2. This is the sequel to his first Port of Miami, which I think came out 10 plus years ago. I never heard that. I never heard that one. But the second one, I really liked it. My favorite tracks off this album was Summer Rain, White Lines. I did a Song of the Week on that. Big Time, Bogus Charms, Running the Streets with A Boogie, Maybach Music 6. I think it's 6. I can't read Roman numerals. It's the V and then the I. I think that's 6. This album, it's put together very well. And I mean, like I said, this nigga really isn't talking about something that... this isn't a conceptual album or anything, so it's not like he's talking about shit that you've never heard before. I mean, it's decent. I think it was well put together. Y'all should check it out if you want. I mean, I was pretty late on this, but then I've recently just heard the whole entire album and I'm like, damn, this is fire. So yeah, I mean, that's it for the review. Like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.